Thank you. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Palakpak naman, no? Good morning to everyone. Welcome to another milestone. Welcome to this 2-in-1 event. Why 2? As you notice, there are 2 courses here at Bridgetowne. By the way, thank you to Robinson's Land and to Bridgetowne. There are 2 courses in this along the street. The first one, closest to us, is the Ninja 100 course for the first ever Ninja World Cup under World Obstacle. And let me recognize at this point the President of World Obstacle, Ian Adamson. Yes. Thank you, Ian. And to to the next side of the street would be the other course. This will be a shorter course, OCR 68. Which will be used for the test event for modern pentathlon. So we will have a demo and training for modern pentathletes at 9 o'clock this morning. So magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Good morning. But before that, let me acknowledge some of our friends. Okay, thank our competition director, Thambi Remio. Palakpakan po natin si Thambi. Of course, our host and MC for 2 days, that will be Kevin. Kevin, where are you, Kevin?
Right here.
Thank you. Hi, Kevin. Our friends from Spartan, of course, Kevin, and of course, Mr. David Watson. I got that correctly. Thank you, David, for being here. Let's go. Palakpakan po natin ang Spartan.
And
of course, also from
ATS. About Eric. From the ATS.
From ATS. I was about to mention ATS. Thank you, Eric. Palakpak. Let's give Eric. So to my left, please, look at this field. Look at this field. Hopefully next month or next month, that site will house the biggest obstacle course race, a permanent facility in the world. Okay? With 25 obstacles. So we will announce the details soon. So maraming salamat. You're part of another first, brought to you by the Pilipinas Obstacle Sports Federation. Ako po si Attorney Alberto C. Agra, the President of the Pilipinas Obstacle Sports Federation and Obstacle Sports Federation for Asia Pacific. Okay, thank you. Good morning. And let me hand the microphone to the President of World Obstacle to formally welcome us to this Ninja World Cup Series 1 in the Philippines. Ian?
Thank you, Al. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming to the first Ninja World Cup and the second UIPM test event for possible inclusion on the Olympic program after 2024. I'd like to thank our global partners, Spartan Race, Mr. David Watson, representative from the ATS team, Mr. Eric Boivino, and TBS Tokyo, Ms. Miho Katashima. We are all collectively producing these events, and in this case, of course, with Pilipinas Obstacle Sports Federation. And thank you very much to venue hosts from Bridgetowne and their parent company. This is a very important set of events because it is the first World Cup for Ninja, and it is the second test event for possible inclusion of obstacle on the Olympic program. So we're thrilled to have you all here. Thank you so much for making history, and have a safe, fun race.
And to give us the details of the course and the competition rules, I'll turn you over to Mr. Thambi Remio.
Hey. Yes, good morning, guys. Good morning, ninjas. So finally, this is it. Ninja World Cup leg 1. So so far, this is the first ever Ninja World Cup 100 meters. Anyway, just to give you an idea of what's gonna happen today, we have 12 obstacles. As you can see, it's all on platforms. This is very new to us. This is the first time that we're gonna do this format. And I know lahat kayo nagtataka kung paano gagawin. So, our rule, basically, 2 fails, you are allowed 2 attempts per obstacles. And after 2 attempts and you fail to finish the obstacle, that's it. Right, Ian? Because this is a World Cup, this is a higher level of competition. So unlike before, after 2 fails, we still allow you to move on to the course. But this time, after 2 fails in an obstacle, you will be removed from the course. You are not allowed to continue anymore. But you have 2 hits to improve on your time, so you will be given another chance to run the course after everyone has gone through it. We have 12 obstacles. First, better if we're gonna walk through. The archer steps. Yeah. Better if we're gonna do a walkthrough. Let's go. We'll explain in details the specific rules for each obstacle. Ian will do the demo. Or Kevin will do the demo.
Kevin will not do the demo.
Okay, guys.
My job is
Everyone
who is
here at
doing
the starting
demo.
line. Doc, are you okay?
Which
Yes.
Mr. David Watson has just pointed out is not me.
Come on, faster. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get everybody.
Come on,
down right
bago
to the end.
umulan.
Let's get up on here slowly.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Lapit. Lapit. Athletes, come on. Okay. Eric will do the demo. Yeah. Let's give Eric a round of applause, please. This is the archer steps. So actually, it's part of the sonic swing, the rope swing. So you have to, Eric.
Making it look easy.
Yeah. So if you fail on this, fall on the side rule, you cannot just climb up on the platform where you fell. You have to go back to the starting line and do it all over. Hindi ako aakyat. Uy! So, and then, if you fail here, or fall here, you're gonna have to repeat the archer steps.
Through the start line and tell them the start is on the platform.
Yeah, through the starting platform. You have to climb up again through the starting line, then starting platform, climb up here again, and do the rope again. This is the starting point for the rope. Yeah. Yun ang starting platform natin. Yun yung start ng obstacles na to. Okay? Oh, no. Pwedeng bumalik. Pag nahulog dito, balik lang doon, akyat ulit sa platform, balik, then do the rope. Okay, next. Ring sliders. Ring slider. Eric, you're doing it again?
So if you're not sure about what Eric actually does, the ATS team is who builds.
Okay.
The
As you
Ninja
can see,
Warrior-
before we have a bell for completion of the obstacle. This time, you have to land on the platform to finish the obstacle. So if you will fail on this and fall on the mat, you have to climb up here again and go down and climb up back to the start of the obstacle. Because this is the finishing point for every obstacle, the platform. Other option, if you fall down, climb up here, then jump down here, and go back to you can use the steps to climb up to the platform. You have to go around. You have to step on the finishing platform before you go back to the start of the obstacle that you failed. Okay? You cannot do, if you fall here, just go on the side and go back. No, that's not right. So you have to climb up here, or climb up here, down, then back up.
If you hit the padding, you can't use this for assistance. It won't let you because it'll collapse. But it's okay if you touch this. You just have to land here. Yeah, so it's okay to touch the padding. It's for you. You just have to land here. If you fall backwards, that's a fail.
Yeah, that's a fail. Okay, next obstacle. Flywheel. Flywheels? Right, okay. We have 3 flywheels. Yes, looks
Making it look
easy.
easy.
Again, failure. If you fail here, land here, you're gonna have to climb up here, then down, then back up again and do it all over again. Okay? So, next, island stone, dancing stones. This is supposed to be dancing, but no springs yet. So, there. So again, if you fall down, go back to the platform.
Just to clarify the sonic swing, if you fail the sonic swing, you still have to get up onto the next platform and back down. Just remember that. So every obstacle, if you go down, you fail, you've got to get up to the next platform, which is the finish, go back down. The reason for that is because we don't want people just jumping down and jumping back up again, because that would not be fair. So the completion is to go up to the next platform, back down, and back to the start.
Yes, that's right. Okay, next, wheels. These the same wheels that we have in most of our races. Again, land in the platform, same rules. Then this one, wall flip. This is a 40-kilogram wall that you have to lift up and flip it on the other side, and then go run through it to proceed to the next obstacle. Failure option here. You can run on the side if you want. So after the flip, you can run here to go to the ring. So failure option here, Ian, right? For the girls, tulong. So for those who cannot lift this. So you have to, this is fail one, right, Ian? You have to straighten your knee.
So you have to, yes, you have to have lifted the obstacle up with straight legs, straight back. If you can't get beyond that,
Like this? No, it's not.
yeah, if you don't get straight, it's automatic fail. You have to get it up to there. This is for women. If you can't get it further and you drop it, you can have a second attempt. If you still can't get it up, for females, then we add 10-second penalty only for this obstacle.
Then they can move forward.
Yeah, if we see you not trying, you will be disqualified. So you have to leave the course. So you have to do an honest attempt, and we can see if you do it or not. So make an honest attempt.
Okay, just for this obstacle and just for women. So then after that, you will be given 10 seconds penalty. Then you can proceed to the rings. Okay. Let's go. Easy. Then the next one is tilting ladders. Eric, please. Okay. Wet weather condition, Ian. Wet weather condition. If it rains, you are not allowed to skip the first bar or the first ring or the first wheel. But then once we started with that rule, even if the sun will come out later, we'll stick to that rule for consistency.
Because it's probably going to get wet, you think? It's going to
Yeah, I think we
And
can
we then-
start with the wet,
we start with it now.
wet condition rule, yeah. It's got all the way.
So it probably will get wet, which means we're going to use... Hello? Oh, good. We're going to use the wet weather protocol for everyone to make it fair. Because if you start and it's drier, but it gets wet, we can't then... It's not fair if we don't make everyone start with the first grip. So the requirement for this course is you will always take the first grip on all the obstacles. You must take that grip. If you don't, that's a failure of that obstacle and you have to go down, go around and do it again. So you must take the first grip. It's for safety because it allows you to feel the obstacle and feel how much grip you need. If you don't do that and you go for the third grip, the third ring, for example, there's a good chance that you won't succeed and it could be an injury incident.
You can also go back if you're on the obstacle, yeah? So say someone jumped on the third and the coach is like, go back, rather than dropping down, they can go back to the start while they're in the air.
Yeah, so the question was if you go to the second or the third grip and then realize you have to go to the first one, you could go back in the obstacle instead of dropping down. So you could go third ring and go, oh, and then go back second ring, first ring, second ring, third ring. So you could go back in the obstacle or you could drop.
But if you will continue and not go back, that's a fail. Okay, so for this race, we have to use all the first hold. For now, definitely uulan eh. So for consistency, we will implement the wet weather rule. Okay? First round. All first round, first ring, first wheel for everyone. Okay? Next. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, good to see these guys again. After... Okay, Eric. You have this one, or you can come back to the first bar, then go back again. You have to use the first bar.
Let's give him a round of applause. I mean, he's out here demonstrating everything, and not only that, he
Yes,
developed
Eric.
a lot of this stuff.
Thank you,
with the
Eric.
Warrior.
Okay, the wall. You cannot use the side of the wall. Okay, very simple. Next is the pole dancer. Yeah, must touch.
Takot ko na lang ba?
Yeah. And then from here to the ninja wall. Okay, for the ninja wall, for the war wall, right now, we will leave the rope there. You have the option of using it or not. Okay? So later on, pag umulan, definitely we will gonna use that rope. So it will stay there. Okay? They have...
They attempt not to do it, and they think they're back to starting fighting. Sometimes I don't So if you have a on the pole, start again, and I said, oh, it's a bit slippery, hang on, I'll go back.
Some of our sponsors that Miss Gloria was kind enough to give me. Pocari Sweat, RaceYaya, of course, Tokyo Broadcasting System, the ATS team, Smart Sport, SIP Water, Fitbar, and of course, Robinson's Bridgewater for making this all happen today and being so gracious with the land and their time here in Bridgewater Central Park. I hope the athletes are warmed up. They were loose on all these obstacles before, but now it's game time. And again, we have that wet weather protocol in place where the athletes are going to. The first obstacle, excuse me, the first element on each obstacle, whether it's the first bar, the first ring, the first wheel, or the first dancing pole on every one of these obstacles, including the dancing stones. So you're not going to be able to skip stuff at the beginning, but you can explode through once you get some momentum going. Again, we have the two-fail rule. You get 2 chances to be able to do it, and then you have to move on. And just a reminder as before, you have to touch the first element on any of these obstacles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I have this team of gentlemen here. They're all in gray shirts, and I want to ask these guys where they're from and what they're doing in 1 second. So Gloria's got to tell me something right now. What Gloria just told me, and Miss Gloria, she's going to be my right-hand person today, helping me out with a lot of your names and where you're from. So where are they from again?
Let's all welcome everyone from the Philippine Military Academy.
Woo! Thanks not only for being here today, but of course for your service. So what are you most excited about today? First of all, tell me your name.
I'm Craig.
What are you most excited about this course today?
I'm excited to finish it. I'm looking forward to finishing it and without any injuries or any bad conditions.
It's great that you say that. I think that sentiment is forwarded to everyone here that we want to get through this course safely and have a great time, and at the same time have some incredible competition. I'm going to ask you right now, what made you join the military academy?
What made me join the Philippine Military Academy is the prestigious and its training and to be a future military officer.
Well, I'm sure they're very blessed to have you and all the other gentlemen and ladies with you that are not only representing out here on the course today, but to all your brethren out there protecting and serving your great country. So thank you for your service and thank you for joining us today. And by the way, kick some ass out there, all right? Let's go.
Kasi pag pinayagan namin yan, tuloy-tuloy ito,
I'm here with Kyla Deraserna, who is the 100-meter Guinness World Record holder. And I got to ask you right now, first of all, thanks for joining us today and being here to make this course incredible. Where is your background in obstacle and ninja before you did this?
I used to be a gymnast, so I started gymnastics when I was 7, and then after that, I decided to try out the ninja, and I pursued it, and I loved it.
Well, you loved it enough to set a Guinness World 100-meter record. And I tell you today, how does this course compare to the one that you set the record on, and how do you think you're going to do today?
I think this course is more challenging because most of the obstacles are higher than the one in the 100-meter record, so I'm excited for that challenge.
Well, that's the MO of ninja and obstacle racing. It's always progressing, it's always getting harder, it's always changing, and we are excited to see you perform out there today, so go get it.
Thank you.
Everybody give her a round of applause. And if we're going to give a shout out to the ladies, we got to give a shout out to men. I'm here with J-Dark Rebellis, and he is the men's 100-meter Guinness World Record holder. So, yeah, let's give him a round of applause. What are your expectations today?
I'm going to do my best so I can win.
Doing your best to win, you got to give me more than that. Give me a little bit more in-depth stuff because, dude, you're a 100-meter Guinness World Record Championship. Just doing your best and trying to win isn't going to be enough. How are you going to make this even better than the one you set the course record on?
I'm going to compete here to inspire more athletes to do this and to grow as an obstacle sports.
That's what I'm talking about, and that was a beautiful answer, and I know it came from the heart, because that's why everyone is here today. We're all trying to make this sport grow all across the world so that in every single country where we have a World Obstacle Federation, there's guys like you out there giving their best, trying to make this sport grow, so the kids today that aren't even born are going to make this their #1 choice for athletics. We're going to get going real soon. Thank you so much, and let's give them a round of applause.
Okay guys, ready na kayo ha? We will start soon. Race officials, please take your positions. Timers, get ready.
Okay, so let's get ready now to announce our athletes in the order that you're coming. So I'm not going to go through the entire list right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to announce the first 5 people that are going to be coming out. You're going to go over by the start line. And then the next 5 after that, you're going to be on deck. So you want to be in the athlete warm-up area and very close to the start line before we go. So here we go, and Gloria's going to help me in case I mispronounce your name. First up is going to be Aline Tolentino, Martes Nakayo, Maritis Nakiao, Mecca Cortesano, Melissa Campos, Milky May Tajares, Precious Kabuya, Kaizen de la Serna. And now for the men, Aldwin Aquino, Glenn Laoyan, Jake Mateo, Jay Taxon, J.R. De Castro, Denver Soriano, Kevin Pasqua, Keel Gallup, Craig Perez, J. Mark Rodellas, Mohammed Sherwood Menagil, Maud Roslan, Ronald Itian, Tomohiro Kawiguchi, and VJ Miranda, followed by Young Wee Tang. You're all going to go to the athletes tent, and you're going to stay there until it's your turn to go up. Now, this is going to go really fast. This is a quick course, so you got to be ready. So always be ready and set to go. And we'll be announcing those names as we go. We will say who's at the start line, who is on deck, and the person that's after who's on deck. That person is, we call that in the hole. So we'll have the athlete racing, athlete on deck, and the athlete in the hole. And if you see a police officer out here today, they're here protecting us. They're not just doing it today, they're doing it all day, all night. So shake their hand, say thank you for their service. Those guys are awesome. Again, I can't say how happy I am again to welcome you to the first Ninja World Championship and the second UIPM Fifth Discipline Obstacle Test event hosted by the Philippines Obstacle Sports Federation and World Obstacle. Again, we could not have done this without our venue sponsor, Robinson's Land Corporation, right here in Bridgetowne Central Park, and all the great people in this neighborhood. And I gotta say thank you again to the global partners, Spartan Race, the ATS team, and of course TBS Tokyo for always being in our corner and pushing this sport to all new heights so that what we're experiencing today will be going on all over the world in multiple countries with people and athletes and officials and delegates that are pushing this towards the Olympics.
Okay. 5 minutes, Kevin.
5 minutes it is.
Athletes, please stay on the warm-up area.
If you're not familiar with the warm-up area, it is the black rig that is before the start line.
Athletes, if your name is not called on, if you're not yet on deck, please stay at the warm-up area or the or the athletes area, so that we won't be disrupting the other athletes and officials. Thank you.
I'm over here at the warm-up rig right now, and the guys are crushing it. The ladies are killing it. I'm here with one of our other athletes right now. Can you tell me your name? Victor Harris, what are your expectations?
Athletes, you are not allowed
Where are you
beyond this
from?
point unless you're running the course.
Kazuzuki, Kazun City. So, with your obstacle sports career, do you see yourself going to other countries where we do Ninja and OCR for World Obstacle?
Yep, we actually, last month, we competed in the UNA series finals.
So you were at the series finals in America, in Las Vegas. That's where this is going these days, huh? How'd you do?
Okay, first athlete on
She
deck.
said she didn't do great, but anybody that could go to Vegas to do obstacles must be pretty good. So do a great job out there today and good luck. You're welcome.
All right, first athlete, Eileen Tolentino, please be ready. And then next up, Mecca Cortesano, Mick Tijares, Chus Kabuya, and Kaizen de la Serna. All other athletes, please stay at the warm-up area or the athletes area. Thank you.
All the start line announcements, go for it. Yeah. And I'll float up and down. I'll do the announcing. I'll talk about how they're doing. But
So they said that actually.
Mr. Ian Adamson, Ian's super humble, and I tell him all the time, like, I give him compliments for what he's done to push this for not just this last year. This has been a decade-long process, but he'll always defer to all the other people that were here, and he's right now. There's been a huge group effort to make this happen, but Ian, what are your expectations for today, and what do you see us moving forward in the next coming months?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, as the first World Cup for Ninja, this leads into World Cup number 2. So World Cup number 2 is in Indiana in the United States, and it is October 9th through the 12th. So the ATS team will be providing that course with our national federation in the United States. It's going to be another step up from this. So if you can get yourselves out to the United States later this year, you'll be some of the very few people that potentially do all the World Cups. Next year, this event will be the World Cup final. So,
Okay, Eileen.
so the World Cup final will be here, and then next year, the event in the United States will be the World Championships. So you have the World Cup Series going to the World Cup final back here in Manila, and then the World Championships in Indiana next year. Looking forward to a great event. Everyone stay safe. It's going to get fun out there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ian, not only for today, but all you do moving forward.
Okay, Kevin, this is it. We're about to start in 1 minute.
Before that, we are launching the POSF merchandise. We have the Defy booth here near the entrance. So support the Federation by buying the merchandise from POSF and Defy. National athletes and coaches, you may get your shirts at the of Defy, and please wear our POSF merchandise. Thank you.
So when you're up on the start line, there is a starting buzzer. It looks like a traffic signal to your left on the ground. So there is a red light, and then as it's going, is it going to go yellow and then green? So is it going red, yellow, green, and then buzzer? All right, so you heard it. So the traffic light will go red, then yellow, then green, and then the buzzer will go. We're going to demonstrate it for you right now. That was just a test. But you were ready. Good job. Give her a round of applause. Well done. Okay, we're here. This is Aline Tolentino with her first run of the day.
Let's go!
And there she goes up the ascending steps. Shaking out that rope. Taking her time, getting above that knot if she can. That's it. Big jump. A failure on the first try. She's allowed to, but she takes after that. Now remember, when you fail an obstacle, you get on the box at the next one and you're right back up. She's going to take her second attempt. Now, since she did not make it on the rope swing, she actually has to do the ascending steps next. So she's back at the beginning. She's got to tuck her knees, just like our coach from Australia said. That's Emma. A lot of grit. I tell you what, she hit the ground, but she wound up making it up. And man, I might not have been perfect, but that was improvement. And that's what obstacle sports is all about. Facing your fear and getting better every single time. And she just did that. She's going to keep moving along here now. She's down to the ring slide. Upper body strength, tuck those knees, make it all the way across, and she nails it. Now we're up to these flywheels. This is going to be a difficult obstacle for anybody like me that is lacking in height. But she jumps and she makes the first one. Showing the upper body strength, showing that body momentum, trying to keep her body straight and make it to that third wheel. That grip strength has to be hurting a little bit now. She's swinging as hard. There is no quit in this woman. None. Let's give her a round of applause. There is no quit in her. She will not stop. Most people would have dropped 30 seconds ago, and she's up there still giving it her best. Up to the red platform. And now she's up to those dancing stones. How to get to the top of that platform, and now she's going to attempt that again. So one of the keys to this obstacle is in your backswing, try to keep your feet back as far as possible. You want to be like a clock. And keep that momentum going. That's it! Unbelievable after all that time. On that second wheel. She makes it there quickly, and now is trying to dismount. And she nails it! Way to go, Aline. Makes her way over the dancing stones. And onto the wheels. After what she did on the flywheels, I don't see this being a problem for her. Using an obstacle ability, she didn't even need to use that last one. Now we're going to use that deadlift strength, some of the upper body strength. You got to use those legs. We have a little controversy here with the rules. So there was a technical fail, which was?
Technical fail was using the padding for assistance.
Okay, so that padding, that protective padding that is at the end of each one of the obstacles cannot be used to complete the obstacle. So you have to be able to clear it and get onto the platform.
All right, next up, we have Mecca Cortesano.
So Martias is right at the start line, waiting for that buzzer to go. And she's off. She's moving a lot quicker right here. And big key. She's got a huge swing, tucked the legs, and got her hands over that knot. And she's already on the sliding ring and across. This is the ninja prowess that we've heard about here in the Philippines. This is that explosive ability, that ninja ability. She goes down kind of hard, got her leg in the padding, but that is only her first fail. So she's got to get up to the platform. Then she has to return back through and then repeat that obstacle. Now she gets one more attempt at this obstacle, and this is her first fail. She's got to build up that momentum. Her axis got a little bit twisted there. She's got to straighten that body out and try to get her momentum going forward and back. Using a beautiful kipping motion to build up that energy. And she nails it. Great recovery over the dancing stones. Makes it to the wheels, and is just powering through that. Makes it clean. Right over to the wall flip. And now to the ring. She's got to touch that first ring. Oh, she missed the first ring, and that breaks the protocol for the wet weather obstacle. She has to touch that first ring. So again, that was her second fail and the only other one she can make. So if Matias wants to finish this course today, she's going to have to run clean the whole western way through. 0 mistakes. A huge ring to reach to get that second ring. And another one. Clean through. And now through the ascending and descending ladders. Eric from ATS made this look easy, and Matthias is not making this look that much harder as she just breezes through that obstacle with a quick hop over the 1.5 meter wall. And now the one that's going to be one of the harder ones today, the dancing poles. She's doing a good job of drying off those hands. She's been practicing earlier, but this takes a lot of grip strength. A lot of strength in your forearms, in your lats, in your shoulders, and of all things, in your groin. This works the collective muscles, everyone you got. She makes it across with the official's opinion clean and to the tsunami wall. She needs to hit this clean, and she'll have the first clean run of the day. Gets to the rope. Hook that leg, girl. Buzzer. 3 minutes and 7 seconds for Matias. That was a gutsy performance considering that mistake, and she ran it clean.
Next up, we have Milky May Tejares.
What do you say, Milky May?
She is very ready.
And she's off. Milky May, more like Milky Way. the way she just flew through the sky, and she's already on the wheels. Incredible. No mistakes, super clean, super fast, and with that wall flip, super strong.
So Kevin, interesting fact with Milky May, she's part of the Philippine national team and for obstacle course racing in ninja category, and she's also part of the climbing team for the Philippines.
Not to mention, she was a silver medalist at the SEA Games in the 100 meter, and she just completes the ascending ladders with the fastest time of the day so far as she just starts the dancing poles. Milky, clean, efficient, and strong. Climbing halfway up that pole as she gets that momentum for the dismount. Let's cheer her on. And done. That was no assistance needed. Up the wall. She is going to finish this twice as fast as the competitor before her at 1 minute and 26 seconds, setting the tone for all the ladies here today. That is by far the time to beat.
And next up, we have Precious Kabuya.
Let's cheer on Precious. Already across the rope. As she slides down the ring, she is going to have to be perfect today to beat that time just thrown down by Milky May. And she is on pace. Making the wheels look like nothing. As strong as we've seen on the wall flip. And now make sure you hit that first ring. Using the monkey swing and a quick transfer. That is the kind of hand transfer and quick movement seen on the rings that is famous for all these athletes here in Southeast Asia. Huge recovery. That could have been disaster, but she made it through and now to the dancing poles. She is 30 seconds off that time right now. She's at 1:05. She's got to make it up. She's got about 10 seconds to spare. Climbing over, hits the buzzer at sub 20 seconds. We thought Milky's time was fast, and it was. But then, holy cow, Precious just out of time. That was seconds faster, and the new standard for today.
And next up, we have the Guinness World Record holder, Kaizen De La Serna. Kaizen De La Serna is our last female elite competitor, so elite male, be ready. On deck, Aldwin Aquino, Glenn Laoyan, Jake Matthew, Jay Taxon, and J.R. Di Castro, please be ready.
We talked about this woman before, the 100-meter Guinness World Record holder, and she has to be able to use that ability today if she's going to set the top time. The blazing time of Precious earlier today, we just saw it minutes ago, just annihilating that course.
So I'm like,
I'm calling that.
And now Kaizen putting down a blazing time herself, making it through the ascending and descending ladder effortlessly with far less moves than the other competitors before.
finishes, just say, hey, I'll go down and make sure they've got them. Okay.
She is just seconds ahead of that pace set just before her. And she's really going to have to speed up if she's going to make it. But she's got that chance. She makes it across clean, but it is going to be close. Can she get it?
And again, male
Really close.
elite.
Buzzer, 1:17.
Again, male elite, please be ready. Glenn Lauya, Jake Matthew, Jay Taxon, and J.R. Di Castro. Please be at the start line.
Well, I tell you what, there's a new sheriff today right now. Kaizen though she ran a blazing fast time, unofficially is 1 second slower than Precious. So Precious's time still stands.
Wala. Paano na kayo, please? Kasi...
We got the first guys on the course now.
Kayo agad. Sigap, wala na sigap. Wala na sigap.
Making that sliding ring look easy.
No, so red, amber, green, buzzer.
Showing the grip strength.
So red,
How did he hang on?
buzzer.
Then go.
So after the
Look at the
buzzer.
poise.
So, red, amber,
Got to get that sideward momentum going again. This is one of those moments where I want to give advice, but I don't know if I should. But I will say it. Sometimes it's better to drop and save that grip and try it again quick. Looks like he took the advice. Yeah, you don't want to blow yourself out on one of the earlier obstacles. So sometimes if you kind of lose that momentum, it's better to fight another day, hop off, and then try it again fresh and learn from the mistake and get it again on the next try. And I think he's going to get it. So we got to cheer him on to try number 2. Got all my boys from the military academy here. They're cheering him on. They're showing that sportsmanship that we all know and love in the sport of obstacle racing and ninja. It's not just about the guy up there, it's about the community that's behind him. I tell you what, he's going to win the medal for grip strength today. He is fighting for it. This is just pure adrenaline. And he's smiling at us. It's possible. There you go. Give a good kick. There you go. Okay, it's a fall in there. But remember, that's your first fail. And we're off to the next. The thumbs are up and the next athlete is ready to go. Oh, we have our first athlete from the military academy up here, and he's making quick work of this course. Explodes through those flywheels, and literally almost exploded off the platform after those dancing stones. Man or woman, this is the fastest time of the day so far. Just blazes through those rings, which you have to do. The least amount of steps that you, movements that you make, the faster you're gonna go on any of these courses. And he, like Precious, and like some of the other women we saw, are making quick work out of this course and using as little as possible. The less moves, the better. Now he's just showing off that forearm strength and that shoulder strength as he makes quick work of the dancing poles, and now exploding up the wall, doesn't even use the rope, hits the buzzer at the best time of the day of 1:07. Hey guys, that's the time to beat. Who has it in them? Who's gonna bust 1:07 today? Is it you? Are you gonna do faster than 1:07? She says yes, with a big smile.
All right, and our second PMAer for today, Jake Matthew.
Oh, unfortunately, we had a quick mistake. But anytime you see one of these, that was a fail, unfortunately, so he's got to restart that obstacle. And off the course. Anytime you see one of these gray shirts out here, these are the guys from the military academy that are here not only representing their athletic ability, but you know what they're doing right now is preparing them to help defend you.
Next up, please be ready. Jemver Soriano, Kevin Pasqua, Keel Gallup, and Craig Leon Dowd Perez. Please be at the start line.
You're watching a guy just explode through this course. And I tell you what, if we didn't have the protocol in for the wet weather today, he would have been jumping halfway across a lot of these obstacles, but still he's breezing through. The Philippine athletes out here representing today are some of the most explosive ninja obstacle athletes that we've seen on the planet. I've been watching YouTube videos of these men and women for a couple years now. When we were all locked down in COVID in America, this is where I got my entertainment, was watching guys like this crush Southeast Asia obstacle courses. And with a time of 1:03, that is 4 seconds faster than the best time of the day. Great job, man.
And next up, we have J.R. De Castro. He's part of the National Athlete Ninja category.
Here we go. One of the best, J.R. De Castro. Smooth as butter, man. You might recognize him from the Ultimate Ninja Academy because he competed there too. And kind of like Eric from the ATS team who is demonstrating today, he's showing a smoothness, a fluid movement that is just making this look easy and effortless. If this course was 400 meters long, he would not even slow down. And he's got a chance for that top time. Can he break a minute? No, but he was 2 seconds faster than the fastest time. That puts JR on top for the day. 1:02 is the time to beat. And we got John Soriano out there right now. I tell you what, I run down to the end of the course to try to give you the action as it's going. And these guys are so fast, I can't get back to the beginning because every time I do, they're already at like the wheels. These guys are just cruising today. Another representative from the Philippine Military Academy. This is just not about doing the obstacles. This is about defending the country and making it safe for everyone that comes and visits like me. I got so much gratitude for guys like this. But right now, I'm grateful for watching him kill this course. He's at 55 seconds right now. 7 seconds separates him from the top time. He's not going to get it today, but he's got a chance to break 1:15. Let's cheer him on. And this is what those dancing poles will do to you. You get to the end, you think you're almost there, and you get hung up. But you got to show poise. And sometimes you got to backtrack and grab that pole behind you and get momentum. That's it. There you go. Get that momentum back. A little swing, and he's through. He showed a lot of poise and discipline there and throws out a time of 1:36.
All right, and next up we have Kevin Popoy Pasqua.
You want to see a gold medalist from the SEA Games run? Well, that's Kevin, and here he goes. He showed more fluid movement on that than anyone we've seen today. And just the agility hopping through the dancing stones and to the wheels was incredible. Explodes to those rings and up the ladders. We're going to see our first time today that's sub 1 minute. Look at the explosion in the air. Kevin looks like a flying squirrel out there, and he's going to break not only 1 minute, but he might break 50 seconds. Just shy. Hits the buzzer at 51 seconds. It doesn't record till 53. But, holy cow. That was 14 seconds faster, 10 seconds faster than the fastest time we've seen today.
And Kevin, you have the same name. His name is also Kevin.
I noticed. I wondered why he was so fast.
You could go head to head with Popoy.
Who do we have next up, Glenn?
We have Keel Gallup.
First name Keel, last name Gallup, and he is galloping across the dancing stones and through the wheels. Man, he set me up for that line, but he deserves it because he's just hammering through. He's not a big dude, but he just used a lot of strength to get that wall over. Got to get that momentum to get over the padding, and he does. Had a hiccup on the descending ladders. These guys are these military athletes, if you are living here in the Philippines, here's the, and that was weight distribution. He has to run down and do it again. This guy will not quit though. He just needs to grab up a little higher in those bars. There you go. Thing is with these bars, if you don't do it correctly, they swing back and they hit you in the shins. It's one of those obstacles that is harder than it looks, as hard as it does look. And even with a hiccup, he hits the buzzer at 1 minute and 22 seconds. That is a top 5 time today.
All right, next on deck, we have Craig, Leon, Dowd Perez. Be ready, Mark Julius Rodelas, Sherwin Managil, Maud Reda Roslan, Ronald Itan, Tomohiro Kawaguchi, VJ Miranda, and Yong Wei Teng.
Craig Leon da Perez. That is a really long name that took me longer to read than it took him to do 5 obstacles as he's just hammering through. This guy weighs probably about 120 pounds soaking wet, and he just got through that wall like it was nothing. He showed the strength of a 200-pound man. Using that length and ability and agility to get across those ascending, descending steps, making quick work of it. We might have another time today that breaks 105. Top time is about 53. Second top time is 104, and he's at 1 minute right now. Makes it through. And at 1:13 hits the buzzer for what I believe is a top 5 time today, maybe even 4th.
All right, next up we have the Guinness World Record holder, Mark Julius Rodelas.
Gloria gave an incredible introduction, and this guy deserves it. You want to see a Guinness World Record holder run? Well, keep your eyelids open because if you blink, he might be done. Every movement so calculated here. He threw that down so fast it almost bounced up and hit him in the face. Across the rings as quick as anyone today. And he has a chance to threaten that top time of today. Oh, that 53 seconds. It is in jeopardy right now because he's going for the top time. 40 seconds right now. Oh, it's going to crack. He's going to do it. He's going to break 50 seconds. At 48 seconds, he is 5 seconds faster than the top time today. 5 seconds is a distance of about 10 meters on this course, easily. 5 seconds is a long time to beat somebody by.
All right, and Sherwin Managil on the course. He's part of the Philippine national team for the short distance category.
Well, if we're talking short distance, and this is a good course for him to show off on, and he's doing just that. Makes it across the dancing stones, smoothly across the rings. This guy's been smiling the whole time. Not only is he having fun, but he is putting down a really competitive time right now. If you love obstacle sports, watch and pay attention to these men and women. So if you don't understand the rule, he has to touch the first bar or on each one of these elements. So on the dancing poles, on the bars, on the rings, on everything, you have to touch the first thing that's there. So unfortunately, that's gonna crush his time today. But we're just gonna enjoy watching him race as he makes it through. What I was gonna say before too is if you want to learn how to do obstacles, watch these men and women how they manipulate their bodies. Their lower body action, those pendulum swings, that maintains all their energy as they're going through these obstacles. Another hiccup. Somebody didn't have his coffee this morning. Listen, you gotta go get your coffee next time, all right? No more hiccups like this. You're better than that. This guy, no matter what, he still hasn't taken a smile off his face the whole time. But just watch how he uses lower body as well as that upper body in sync to keep him moving. And he actually just, yeah, that was one of the most efficient ways to go through the dancing poles today. So it's not too much better than that on that live obstacle. Other than Tsunami World, hits the buzzer, kinda. There's no buzzer that went off, but he did it in like 2:15. It was that kind of day. Not everything went his way, but he still has a smile on his face. Let's give him a round of applause. That was a great job and a great effort.
All right, and our very first racer from Malaysia, Modreda Roslan. So Kevin, he also competed in the last Southeast Asian Games and won silver for the 100 meters.
So not only from Malaysia, but this is a silver medalist from the Southeast Asia Games. And when we talk about the SEA Games, we're talking about speed, we're talking about explosion, we're talking about high-risk moves, and he is not disappointing. This is the kind of explosion, high-risk taking, and efficiency that you see out of these athletes that do incredibly well at the Southeast Asia Games. And he does a good job of climbing one pole to keep himself a little bit higher. That is as fast as anybody's got through the dancing poles today. Can he bet the best time? 53 seconds. What was the top time today? What was our top time? Did that break it? That was 1 second off?
By the way, regarding the Southeast Asian Games, obstacle sports will be part of the 2023 Cambodia Southeast Asian Games. So that's another milestone for the sport. Thank you.
And thank you.
All right, be ready. Tomohiro Kawaguchi, VJ Miranda, and Yong Wei Tang. Yong is the last competitor for the male elite. Then we'll go back to the elite female for their second heat. It's your option if you still want to do your second try or not.
And as these races through the course, again, we got to say thanks to our participating sponsors, Pocari Sport, RaceYaya, Tokyo Broadcasting Systems, the entire ATS team, Smart Sports, Sip Water, Fitbar, and of course, Robinson for bringing us this race today at Bridgewater Central Park. Yeah, and that's why they call it the flywheels. But he didn't do much dancing on those stones because he didn't spend much time on them. He's just powering through this, and this is a run that could threaten the top time of 52 seconds today. And I mean really threaten. He's at 37 seconds right now on the dancing poles. And if he can get through this efficiently, you might have a top time. It's going to be close. This national team member just hit the buzzer at 56. We're going to call it 56 because it didn't actually sound, but he hit it. That time is good enough for third best today.
Eli, pwedeng pa-charge, wala nang ano. Pwedeng pa-charge, wala nang ano.
Nasaan charger nito ba? Ha? May idea ka? Saan charger nito? Charger. Sa sound system.
Next up, we have Yong Wei Tang. After Yong, we'll go back to the female. Eileen Tolentino, Mecca Cortesano, Milky May Tejares, Precious Kabuya, and Kaizen de la Serna.
Young also competed in the Southeast Asia Games. And right now, at the World Championship here in Bridgewater Central Park, he just threw down the fastest time of today of 47 seconds. 5 seconds faster than the top time today. Now, just to let you know, even if you don't hear the buzzer right away, the second they hit it, there's a delay. So, just look at the time when they do hit it, and that'll give you a great idea what their time is.
So we will be announcing the leaderboard before we do the second run so that everyone can probably like perform better and, you know,
Top time today is 47 seconds. I would not be surprised if a couple people beat that. And for the ladies, I think that top time was about 107-ish, if I can remember right. You know, watch these ladies come out too. Precious set that first top time. And I think that there's going to be a couple other athletes out here that today who will beat it. So if you thought that you saw fireworks in this first round, just wait till the second.
You know what? It's live online, so they can say if you want to check the time.
But this is just the first try?
Yeah, but coming up. So
after that first run, how do you feel going into the second round, being having the target on your back for the best time?
Sorry. I will not try for the second round. I reserve energy for tomorrow.
Well, hopefully you change your mind. We get to see you out there, but I mean, what you did out there in the first round is incredible. Wish you luck going forward, right? That was precious. Top women's time today.
So I'm looking for Kevin because I'm gonna give you the results.
I'm right over here if you can give me those results. I'm so tall. Why? I can't believe you can't see me through a crowd of people. All right, this is a little change here, and this is this is why we say it's unofficial times. Top third best time for the ladies today. Third best, Milky May Taharas at 1:26. In second right now is Precious Kabuya, who I thought was in first. She has a time of 1:18, and Kaizen De La Serna is the top time right now at 1:16. So Kaiser is number 1, Precious is number 2, and Milky May going into the second round is in third with 1:26. For the men, in third is Kevin Pascua. But in fourth, we're going to mention him, VJ Miranda at 56 seconds, 56:28. Kevin Pascua at 49:94. Mark Julius Rodales at 48:38. And Yong Wei Tang with the fastest time today of 47:28 going into the finals. And I got to add one for the ladies. The fourth best time today was Mecca Cortesano, and she is fourth place going into the medal round. So top 4 going to the medal round. So the way it works, the third best time and the fourth best time compete for the bronze medal. Whoever wins that wins the bronze. The next matchup is the first and second place times, and whoever wins that is gold. Whoever comes in second is silver. So it is exciting because there's only one medal up for grabs in that bronze medal round, and 2 fabulous athletes on both the men's and women's side that are going to be going for it. So if you want to talk about intensity, you want to talk about pressure, it is all out there on the line for everybody to see. And one mistake could cost you gold or bronze.
So Kevin, we will be starting the second heat for the athletes, and we suggest for the age group of 50 and above to start warming up. Just to mention, we have Rique Sugitan, Jason Tan, Ian Adamson, Ronald Alcantara, and Frank Lacson.
So if you heard that right, Ian Adamson, president of World Obstacle, and representing Australia will be running. But right now, it's all about Mecca Cortesano going after that bronze medal. In the first round, Mecca failed on the first shot at the flywheels. She nails it on the second, through the dancing stones and already on the wheels. We talked about how much faster and more efficient these athletes get in their second run, and we're seeing it right now from Mecca.
Mecca wave!
Mecca showing that poise, using that momentum, and easily makes it through as she starts on the descending and ascending ladders. Using that long reach to make quick work out of this. Saving that energy, that all-important energy for those dancing poles. This has to be clean here. Any mistake could cost a bronze medal, and it puts pressure on the other athlete behind her if she runs through this clean. And wow, she's making it look easy. A great backtrack to make sure she had the momentum to go over. She's going to throw it out of time. That was markedly faster than her first. And she hits the buzzer at roughly 1:56 unofficially. But that is going to be the time for the bronze medal. 1:56 officially if you're looking at that board, unofficially.
Right, and getting ready, we have Milky May Tijares. She's going to try and beat her time.
Milky May is not just trying to beat her time. This is for the bronze medal. This is for the hardware. This is the one that you go back and you tell your grandkids, I was a medalist at the first Ninja World Championships right here in Manila, Philippines. And she's making quick work of everything because she wants that bronze. She wants that story. And she just used that strength to get right through that wall like it was nothing. Huge swing, set that up really, really nice. And she's thrown down a time that is going to compete for that bronze medal. If she can make it through clean, that medal is hers. But these dancing poles are no joke. We've seen them cross up people all day. One mistake now would cost her that medal. Milky May, seconds away. Right foot, left foot, right up the wall. Hits the buzzer. Milky May, it is unofficial, but you are the bronze medalist. No, this is one of those moments where I would try to play off, mistake and try to be really, really crafty. But I just screwed up, and I'm just going to own it. There's no walking away from it. This is not a medal round. These are qualifying rounds. So, and at the very least, you got entertained. It ratcheted up the intensity. Maybe put more stress on the athletes. But I was an idiot. I'll admit it.
Next up, we have Precious Kabuya.
Precious threw out a time of 1:18 earlier. And when she threw down that time of 1:18, there were 0 hiccups. There was just a small hiccup there, but she has the ability and the presence of mind to be able to make up for that hiccup on this course. With the time she's putting down now, I still see her being able to have the top time that we've had today.
Just a reminder, age groupers 50 and above, Rique Sogitan, Jason Tan, Ian Adamson, Ronald Alcantara, and Frank Lacson, please be at the warm-up area. Thank you.
Precious exploding through. Her time earlier was 1:18. She ran cleaner earlier, but I think she's going to have a faster time today. She clears that wall at 1:15, knocks off 3 seconds, and didn't even run a clean race. So she has a lot of room of improvement going into the finals. And I expect her to run a lot faster that second time through, that third time through. Well done. I got a feeling your Guinness World Record holder in the 100 meters is coming up.
Yep, we have Kaizen de la Serna.
Kaizen Della Serna. I might just call her KDS, because when you're this fast, you can talk about people's names with acronyms. She had a time earlier of 1:16, and she is running cleaner than she did then, and faster. The only thing that was a hiccup for her the last time was this wall. Cost her a second or two there, and those dancing poles, but she's still putting down a faster time than she before. This might be the first ladies' time that we see breaking 1 minute and 10 seconds. It's going to be close, but if she can get through these dancing poles clean, that minute and 10 has an opportunity to fall. It's going to be close. She's got 3 seconds. She's at the top of the wall and at the buzzer in 1 minute and 13, which is still 5 seconds faster than what she threw before, and the top qualifying time for the ladies today.
And Kevin, we just finished all the female elite. Now we move on with a male second heat: Aldwin Aquino, Glenn Lauyan, Jake Matthew. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll go with the age group 50 and above first. Enrique Sugitan, Jason Tan, Ian Adamson, Ronald Alcantara, and Frank Laxton.
Testing, test. Is this Jason Tan we have up there? Jason, where are you from? Jason from the Philippines. Let's get it. And I tell you what, Jason Tan, he's not wasting any time as he gets across the dancing stones and over to those wheels. I mean, if you look at the calves and the muscles on this guy, you know that wall was going to be a big deal. And he's making quick work of the upper body obstacles as well. Again, this is the 50 plus. All of these gentlemen are 50 years old or older. So even if they look young, that's only because they take care of themselves. They dedicated their life to fitness. And here he is at 50 plus, crushing obstacles at the first Ninja World Championship. And Jason is one of your native sons, too. Shake it out, my man. Dancing poles are the last one before that tsunami wall. And that's a savvy veteran move. Backtracking a little bit on those poles. maintaining that momentum. Lost a little bit of the grip strength. He has to go up and over on the platform, down the step, and he gets another shot at it. Take your time, Jason. Take your time. Yeah, that's it. Shake out those forearms. Get some of that lactic acid out. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And what he learned a lot quicker this time, a lot more efficient. Lost his grip, and he is out at the dancing pole. So his time, the fastest men's time today, will be how he got through the 1.5 meter wall. But now I gotta be honest, this has been the one I've been waiting for a while. World Obstacle President, my friend and overall good guy, Edom Amson. He's at the start line right now. Again, this man doesn't like to take credit for it, but without him, we are not doing this today. And that is a fact. This man is the heart and soul of international obstacle course racing, and he is just not a spokesperson. He is also a client as he blazes through those flywheels across the dancing stones. If you don't know much about Ian, before he became the president of World Obstacle, he was a multi-time world championship eco-challenge adventurer. This man has set many world records. He'll never tell you about it because he's too humble, but this guy's done more in the sport of adventure racing and obstacle than most people on the planet. And at 50 plus, he's making quick work at his course and has done it as good as any guy 30 years younger today. Made that standing ladder look like nothing as he's off to the last really tricky obstacle. I saw him practice before. He made quick work of it. The dancing poles. If you watch how high he climbed those poles to make up for any little mistake he might make at the end, just in case. And he's going to throw down a time that would easily be top 10 out of all the younger age groups today at unofficially 134. Your president of the World Obstacle Federation, Ian Adamson, from Australia.
Next up, we have Ronald Alcantara. He's also the head coach for the para athletes.
They call it World Cup, not championships.
World Cup.
Yeah. The championship is like the final. Thank you. And he's like, oh, tell him. And I'm like, I'll go down.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff was thrown at me this morning. How
many different rules are there in the world obstacle?
Yeah, and so like every time you guys correct me, I'm like, thank you. Yeah. Appreciate it.
These guys to know as well that they have to do a good run because there is no run for these guys tomorrow.
So unlike some of the other athletes that we saw competing today, they have to get a good run in today because there's no running for them tomorrow. So they have to put down great times today. And Ronald Alcantara looking like he was born to do the rings as he smoothly gets through them and onto the ascending and descending ladder. Look at the reach that this man has and the grip strength. This has an opportunity to be the top time for the 50 plus challenging Ian, but that last obstacle, we talked about the dancing poles. You can get through everything, but you get to that, and that can, whether you get stuck on it or whether you fail it, it can be the Achilles heel of your race, and that just happened. But he's still throwing down a great time. If he can make it through this, he could qualify for the championship round later. Because they go straight to medals right out of this. And this has an opportunity to be a silver medal run if it holds up. We will see if it holds up. It's a one-shot deal.
And then he only raced in his final.
You have nothing to lose. You're playing with house money.
Well, why not? If you're not getting a run tomorrow. Yeah, all right. Ian. Thank you. Here's one, the men elite. See what all the scores are.
Now we have Frank Lacson from Olongapo.
Frank locks on. He's going to be the last competitor we have here in round number 1.
And then we're going to do the elite second run if they want one. And it has to be important because if you're 1-2, you run 1-2 tomorrow. So if you're 3-4, you don't get a chance to be 1-2. You know, so they think that their time might be better, but no.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
So right after Frank, he's gonna get across these steps. Come on, man, get across those dancing stones. That's a great job. Once he gets through this, we're gonna go to the men's second round. Okay, for the men's elite. So those top 4 men that ran today, they're gonna get their second opportunity today, just like the ladies did before them, to see where they will be running in those medal rounds tomorrow. Again, 3 and 4 will be racing for the bronze medal, and 1 and 2 will be racing for the gold. So that second qualifying round today, it's really important. If you want to race for that gold medal, you have to have the first or second best time today.
So what happens? The way this works is this.
And we will be starting the elite men. So all the elite men, please be at the start line. Again, calling all the elite men, please be at the start line.
And it allows you to just flow through your entire run.
All right, so up next now, we had that second qualifying round for the men. So the men going up now are going to be Vijay Miranda, Kevin Pasquale, Mark Julius Rodales, and your top chime of Zheng Wai Tang.
Calling all the elite men, please be at the start line. I think we are missing Yong Wei Tang.
Well, that's not good. He's our top time today. He's only got to break 50 seconds. We kind of need him. There he is.
They're going to have another briefing.
choose technical director.
And it's a French name, so it's, you better say it better than me. And then Sahli. Yeah, and the Moroccan, you can just say Moroccan Federation is French. The name of the federation is French. It's Royal Morocco. Just say from Morocco. Is that Bilal?
100% want to check that it's right. 3-4, that's a marathon class, and 1-2. They still want to go to bronze, right?
No, the time after this, the raw time, the fastest time they do, is the qualification for tomorrow. And then in the medal round, like the bronze medal round, speed does not matter. Cross the line. Speed's not important. The other guy. But because it's not, if they hit, they can't see the other guy. So it's just time trials they get us.
I'm almost tempted to run here.
It's the medal round. The bronze medal round cannot be
Talking today.
it's a big complication.
Announcement. If you look to your right, of course, if you're facing the finish line, there's a green field that will house 25 obstacles, and that will be the biggest permanent obstacle park in the world. So hopefully we will launch that in a couple of months, thanks to Bridgetowne, Robinson's Land. Okay. Thank you. And another announcement, as I mentioned earlier, obstacle sports will be part of the 2023 Southeast Asian Games in Cambodia next year. The proposed events, and this will be finalized on August 15, there are 2 categories, OCR or Ninja 100 and OCR 2.5 to 3 kilometer event. We will make the announcement as soon as the Southeast Asian Games Federation finalizes the course. Okay, so we are part of the 2023 Southeast Asian Games in Cambodia. Thank you.
Unfortunately, we had a hiccup there on the first try.
That's Jake on the Jake Matthew.
This is Jake Matthew with his second run of the day, trying to throw down a faster qualifying time to get him to that medal round. Jake was one of our earlier competitors today, but that will hurt him to try to go to a qualifying round. This is that round where if you're looking to make it into that top 4 and you're not there yet, you can't make any mistakes. But showing some heart. Again, you can touch that pad. You just can't use the pad for assistance. So once you kind of lay on it or you decompress it a lot and put weight on it, that's deemed assistance. So on that last one, he didn't really touch it hard, so he gets to continue.
Can I find out top 4 for 50s? Yep. Yep. There's no females. Alright, so here's number 1.
I tell you what, he had trouble here the last time, but he's doing a lot better by the time he got to this point. But these dancing poles, they got him again. So hop up on the platform.
Cool. 3.
Again, when you're from the Philippine Military Academy, you don't quit.
Yep. 4.
You fall down, you get back up. And he made that through. What a save. Use that flexibility and strength to boost up that wall. If he would have messed that up, it would have been done, and he threw down a time that was sub 2 minutes. Even with all those mistakes, good job.
Thank you, ladies. We want to announce the first through the 5th, for the 50s.
So they're going to go again?
If they would like to go again, because this is their only run, remember?
Gotcha.
Otherwise, that would be the placings.
Perfect.
Jay Texon.
Nope. We got a guy racing through right now.
So they will obviously go after the elite men.
Perfect.
So they need to warm up if they're wanting to have a second run.
I'm gonna walk up a little bit. I'm gonna come back down, and I'm gonna hand this off to you again.
Yep.
I'm thinking about going.
Yeah, sure, I'm doing it. I did it after this got a knee and ankle, so I only got warm up, so have a play.
I was just going to keep my mouth shut for the first couple obstacles. He moves so fast that it really doesn't matter. He moves faster than I can talk, but he has a kind of a nasty spill there. Pops back up, smile on his face, shakes it off. He's going to hit it again. Now, he threw down a very fast first qualifying time. So I'm not exactly sure where that is at in terms of him being able to move on to the medal round. But it may or may not hurt him. But this isn't going to be the run that gets him there. But who knows, his previous run might have.
Got it.
That was about as smooth as you get through the dancing poles. That helps make up for that mistake he had just before. He hits the buzzer at unofficially about 126. Great job today. So before the next athlete goes, just give me a second. Here are the placings for the 50 plus in order from last to first. In fourth place right now, Jason Tan. Second, Ronald Alcantara. 3, Frank Lacazacombe. And Ian Adamson at number 1 going into what would be their second run.
We have J.R. Miranda for his second run.
JR was one of the people that really lit it up earlier in the first round, and he's running faster even in the second. Quick work out of everything as he makes it to the rings. And this is where athletes have been making up a lot of time. If you're able to get through those rings fast like he did, and across these bars using as little moves as possible, it sets you up for that last gnarly obstacle, which is the dancing poles. And if you can get through that efficient, you are set up for a nice little explosion run up that warp wall, excuse me, that tsunami wall that could make the difference between you moving on or not. So we're gonna have to see where he's at, but this time it's blazing. It's gonna be sub 1 minute at unofficially 55 seconds.
Now we have Jemper Soriano.
Another athlete representing the Philippine Military Academy. If you see any of these guys out here in the gray shirts today, they are also members of the Philippine Military Academy out here, representing the academy, their country, and just their buddies, and going out here and having a great time cheering not only their friends on, but every other competitor out here today showed a lot of sportsmanship and a lot of spirit. Made it through faster than he did in the first round and approaching the dancing poles. Really climbing him up high in those poles to make sure he has enough room that in case he slips a little bit, he doesn't fall. Oh, that might be the fastest time from a guy in the academy today. And it run officially about 1:36.
Kevin Popoy Pascua is anxiously waiting at the start line.
All right, let's see him go. Now, if you're wondering why Kevin Pasqua is flying through this, he shot down a time of 49.94 in his earlier run. Had one slight hiccup, but if he gets through this today, he could be one of those people. Look at the explosion that actually breaks maybe even 40 seconds today. Oh, he's going to do it. 36, 37, 38. Sub 40 seconds. That is about 5 seconds faster than any other time we've seen today. And he just put down the run of the day up to this point. Good luck to whoever's following him.
Kevin, the athletes here are laughing. They're laughing about what they're gonna do with a time of 40 seconds. Or how they're gonna beat Kevin's or Popoy's time.
Hey, you know what? In the sport OCR and Ninja, you never know what could happen. So I wouldn't put it past any of those other great athletes. This athlete from the Philippine Military Academy was going after it so hard, he almost flipped over his second obstacle already on this course. But what do you expect from a military man, right? This guy's not gonna quit. Shake it off, rub some dirt on it, and keep plugging away.
May we call on Jason Tan? Please be at the start line. Thank you.
I don't know, that might be the grit run of the day. He did a somersault off one of the obstacles and landed on his face, almost fell off another one, and still made it through in sub 30. That was a run and a half.
And just giving information to everyone, actually the athletes here are cheering for each other and they're giving tips on how to do the race faster as well.
I mean, what do you expect in the sport of Ninja and OCR, right? It is the most inclusive sport that I know of in the world. It has more sportsmanship than anywhere else, any other sport I know. There's a lot of gratitude that goes around in Ninja and OCR, and again, we got to be grateful for our sponsors today, which are Pocari Sweat, RaceYaya, Tokyo Broadcasting Systems, the ATS team, Smart Sports, of course Robinsons and Bridgewater, Central Park, as well as Sipwater and Fitbar for being our sponsors today and helping us put on this great event. The first Ninja World Cup ever right here in the Philippines.
Good job, man. Hey, way to hang in there today, literally.
I'm going to stand in front of the guys from the Philippine Military Academy, and then one of their buddies, one of their fellow athletes, one of their brothers is on the course right now, and they're eating rice, they're eating chicken, they're enjoying lunch, maybe a little sausage, and having a good meal while their buddies out there raging on the course. That's one thing I've been excited about visiting your country is having some of that food, but the only thing I've had so far is a Krispy Kreme donut. So if you have any recommendations of where I could go, please help me as we have this one athlete again from the Philippine Military Academy. Just about at the end of the dancing poles, he slipped down almost to the bottom and climbed back up and makes it. Up the tsunami wall. Right, left, buzzer, bang. Sub 115 with a very respectable time.
And J Mark also anxiously waiting for his start.
All right, that's something we haven't seen today. He flew off those dancing stones so fast, he knocked the jumping platform over for the wheels, but had enough jumping ability to jump up himself, but unfortunately he slipped right at the end before the ascending and descending ladders and has called it a race. We're gonna have some repair at the beginning of the wheels right now, so just hold off until we can fix the mats and fix the box. And if you're just getting here right now and you haven't been with us all day, welcome to the first Ninja World Cup and the second UIPM fifth discipline obstacle test event. The first one was at Anchorage, Turkey. We're right now here in the beautiful Philippines. And this is hosted by the Philippines Obstacle Sports Federation and World Obstacle. As this athlete takes off, the venue that has so graciously hosted us today is the Robinson Land Corporation right here in Bridgetowne Central Park. And while I'm throwing out that gratitude to them, I just want to throw out some gratitude and thanks for our global partners, Spartan Race, the ATS team, TBS Tokyo, and to all our aforementioned sponsors. Watching athletes like this young man out here today, it would be impossible without the coordination and the hard work of all those who just mentioned. And it's definitely much appreciated, especially when you see an athlete like this giving it his all on the course as he's getting to the end of the dancing poles. Getting ready for that dismount. Clean dismount. Now explodes up that tsunami wall. There's nothing better than ringing a buzzer, and he just hit one in about a minute and 11 seconds.
At
Well, this athlete from Malaysia was fast in his first run, so I'm looking forward to this second. Did I say that this athlete from Malaysia was fast earlier? He's so fast he almost backed up on those wheels because he hit it so hard. And this could be one of those times that puts this athlete into top 2 contention in the qualifying round. 39 seconds and change is the top time for today. This is not going to threaten that, but this definitely has an opportunity to threaten for the top second time. That would put him in a gold medal round, and he might have just done it. The buzzer didn't go off, you didn't hear it, but that was about 43, 44 seconds-ish. That puts him in the medal round. Whether it's this gold medal round or the bronze, I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. We'll make that announcement later.
Great. Otherwise, we will not have any race.
Oh, man, this is awesome.
Kevin and everything.
How you all doing?
Good morning, everyone!
I tell you, we've been watching these Philippine military academy athletes coming out here today. They have shown a ton of heart, a ton of grit, a ton of ability. And I've had more fun cheering these guys on than probably any other thing I've done today. Tell you what, these dancing poles have been a tough one right at the end. Makes it across. Again, you could touch a pad as long as you don't put weight on it. And that might be the fastest time by one of the Academy members here today. That was a great run.
Hey, man, how you doing?
VJ Miranda is waiting for his turn.
Oh, that was a sketchy dismount, but he made it. Oh, followed by another sketchy dismount, and that would be a fail. Okay, he waves it off because, again, this is about qualifying time. So, again, once you get to this level, you have to have a perfect run if you expect to go to the medal round. So he knew that wasn't going to hack it, so he bowed out graciously. That was a great job, and we're off to the next one. And now coming up real soon is going to be the second runs for the 50-plus athletes. But before then, we're still working on these qualifying times for the elite men that you're going to witness tomorrow. Okay, we had a kind of a mishap right there, more of an equipment mishap than a mess up. He's going to continue to go through the course. I'm not sure how this will be ruled, but we're going to cheer him on anyway. He's doing it backwards just for fun now. He's spinning. Okay, he's showing off right now because honestly, this is kind of a throwaway run, and now he's actually going to show some moves that you normally wouldn't see. And this is more like an all-star run, so watch out. He's going to do some fun stuff here that you're maybe not too used to. I was almost expecting him to run up that wall backwards, but he hits the buzzer. We'll see if his other time holds up for qualifying. But we have a slippery area here by the wheels, and the tape on the mats unfortunately dislodged and kind of cost him on that course. So I'm not sure if he's going to get another run or not. That is not my call, but it's something that I'm sure is being discussed. So as we're doing some repairs right now.
Kevin, J-Mark is actually going to try his run again.
So J-Mark, the last athlete who ran, is going to get another shot to run.
J-Mark Rodelas. J-Mark Rodelas is preparing for his second run.
While he's preparing for that second run, I'll take the chance again to thank our great sponsors out here today with Pocari Sweat, RaceYaya, Tokyo Broadcasting Systems. You don't know who they are. They're the ones who created Ninja. So without them, we are not here. And the people that put on that are the ATS teams. And without them, there is no Ninja and there is no us. Smart Sports, thanks again to Robinson for having us here at the Central Park, here in Bridgetowne, as well as Sipwater and Fitbar. So as expected, World Obstacle reviewed the mishap and decided that because it was an equipment malfunction, that the last athlete will get another opportunity to run his second qualifying run. So again, with moisture and how fast and powerful these athletes are moving, after a while things are going to deteriorate a little bit. And that wasn't his fault, so he's getting another opportunity to go. And as I'm talking, I see a young lady right now with a Spartan finisher shirt. A Spartan sprint. Well, there you go. She's waving. Wait, walk over here. I got to ask you a couple questions. So, I mean, that's a brand new, like, 2022 Spartan finisher shirt. So, which race did you run to earn that shirt?
It's sprint.
Yeah, I ran the sprint. Where was that sprint? Where? In Bahal. And where is that? In Anda? I mean, it just shows you, I mean, the global popularity of, one of our flagship sponsors, which is Spartan Race. And they, along with, the ATS team and TBS and Ninja, have been responsible for the global popularity of obstacle sports and Ninja and everything that goes into this. Without them, without Spartan Race putting on events on every continent in multiple countries all over the world, we wouldn't be here today. So if you've never run a Spartan race, just go to Spartan.com and click on whatever country that you want to go to, whatever region that you're in, and you will find a race that hopefully that you could travel to, and you won't be disappointed. The camaraderie you see at those races is the same that you would see today, people cheering you on, but instead of being a spectator, you go out there and actually do the course and challenge yourself in a different way in the environment of where those races are. So if it's in the jungle, you're running the jungle course. If it's at a stadium, you're running through the bleachers on the field at some of these professional sports stadiums. If it's in the mountains, you're running at altitude. And if you're down by the beach, you're running in some sand. So wherever you go in the world to do Spartan, whatever country that is, the course would be representative of that. And it requires a ton of grit, a ton of running, and some really great obstacles. So if you have never done one before, get out there and do a Spartan race, because they are really responsible for the popularity of this sport while we're here today. So go out and do one. Thank you.
Can you announce that the UIPM will be starting at 9:15? UIPM course.
At 9:15?
9:15.
What time is it right now?
9.
Feels like it's like 1 o'clock. So if you are here for the UIPM course, it's going to start at 9:15. So that is the blue course right next to the red course, the red ninja course that we're on right now. So that is the second test event for the 5th element of what could possibly be the new discipline in modern pentathlon after 2024. So this is kind of a historical event. We had the first one in Ankara a month ago, and now the second new 5th discipline test here in Manila, right in your backyard. So when you look back in 50 years to the spark that started the global Olympic movement for obstacle racing, this is going to be one of those places, one of the really earlier spots, and you could say that you were there. So take a picture of that sign, of all those blue signs, and put it away for posterity. Share it on social media, and tuck it away, because you could say you were there when that happened. As we're waiting the course to be finished, the 50-plus men will be coming out soon for their second run. And again, this will be basically essentially their medal round. And the leader in the box right now is none other than World Obstacle President Ian Adamson, who had the fastest time in his first qualifying run. And from what I understand, he's going to be running his second run because one of the faster athletes in his heat made a mistake, and he wants to make sure that he gets as good a time as he possibly can. So as fast as he went in that first run, expect him to go even faster in the second. And as I was saying that, they are making the necessary repairs on the box and wiping down the floor. And this looks like it's going to be ready to go pretty soon here. They're drying things off, and as soon as they're ready with that, we will be back to you with all the action from this World Cup. First time ever World Cup Ninja event right here in Manila, brought to you by Spartan Race, the ATS team, and Tokyo Broadcasting Systems. And here we go. Their course is fixed, and the next athlete is already exploding through the flywheels. This is going to be his last run through. The box holds up, and he's through the wheels and up and over, flips that wall like it was nothing, and explodes through the rings as he approaches the descending and ascending ladders. Again, this is for an opportunity to go to the medal rounds. The top 4 times today in this elite wave will compete one more time for the bronze, the silver, and the gold. And he's putting down a time today that just may have gotten him by fractions of a second into that gold medal round. It is unofficial, but he is going to be close. That is certainly a medal round contender, and maybe even a contender for the gold medal round. Thanks, man. And as expected, the second opportunity for the 50-plus to throw down their best time and compete for a medal. So essentially, this is their medal round. The fastest time out of the 50-plus ones athletes that goes right now, they will have an opportunity to compete. Excuse me, the best time today is basically going to be the gold medal winner. So all these runs you have coming up, this is for the money. Now, I believe that was Ricky Sugatani. He had a little mishap on that rope. We're going to try to cheer him around. And he, almost makes it across, but unfortunately didn't. So Ricky, even though he's smiling and laughing, he's frustrated and his day's over. But that's going to bring us up to the next one. And this is Jason Tan. Jason made it as far as the very end of the dancing poles, but couldn't complete it. But he made a really good effort, and he learned a lot on it. I think he got better. I think he's going to complete the course this time. What do you say? He's over those dancing stones onto the rings. Now, he's shaking out that hand. Anytime you see an athlete shaking out his hands, that means that lactic acid is starting to build up a little bit. Just a little bit. So he's trying to shake that out now. So when he gets those dancing poles, he's got something left. But there's a lot of grip left. He's going to have to use that grip on these rings. And then an ascending and descending ladder, and hopefully have enough left in the tank for those dancing poles. He didn't get a shot at the tsunami wall before, but he's fighting for a chance to do it now. Uses everything he's got across those ladders. Up and over the wall. Okay, this is what got him before. He's going to need your help. He's going to need your help. Get him through those poles. Cheer him on. This got him before. He's got to keep that momentum going. This is about how far he made. He made it further than he did before now. If he could get across. He's trying to back up to get that momentum, and he makes it. He went further than he did before, and now all he's got left, that tsunami wall. He's going to finish. He might not have the fastest time today, but that was a huge victory, and he knows it. Yeah, that's right, man. You claim that. Claim it, because you earned that today. You earned that buzzer.
Good, my brother. How we doing? Good to see you too.
All right. As I mentioned before, World Obstacle President Ian Adamson has the top time today, and he's looking to improve upon that. He threw down a time of 1:34 in his first round. He's looking to better that today. I'm pretty sure the goal is going to be 1:30. Ian makes it through the wall. Again, Ian's representing the 50-plussers here. And without Ian Adamson and the team that he put together with World Obstacle, we are not here today. The multi-time world record holder, multi-time world champion in Eco Challenge, and a current champion and record holder in the SEA Games for his age group, is now trying to put down a gold medal performance for the first ever Ninja World Cup right here in the Philippines. His time he put down was 1:34. He's already on pace to beat that. Slightly faster. slightly more explosive, and up and over the tsunami wall with a unofficial time below 130. It's somewhere in the 129s. Your president of the World Obstacle Federation, Ian Adamson. He is a leader right now in the clubhouse with a sub 130 time with 2 more athletes left to go. Correct me, there's 1 more to go. This one. Hey, did he register me? Did he register me? Need you. Okay, this is for the gold medal right here, all right? This is for a medal period, but he made a mistake in that first round. He cost himself an opportunity, but this second round, now what he's learned, if he could throw down a time that's faster than 1:29 and change, he could be the gold medal winner. Ian Adamson, president of World Obstacle right now, cannot finish any lower than 2nd place in the silver medal. But that is being threatened right now. Ronald has incredible reach. And he's just cleared that wall. So he's hitting the dancing poles at about 107. So he's got about 20 seconds to make it through here clean. And if he can, this is your gold medal. And I think he's going to do it. He's got to get up the tsunami wall, hit that buzzer. And that, I believe, unofficially is a gold medal time. Claim that on top of that wall. Raise your arms. That was a run of a lifetime. Great job and congratulations. Who's going right now? Oh, great. Thank you so much. Who's racing right now? What? The last guy for the 50s? Who goes next? We go to lunch and then... Frank went at it again. Frank, you got out there today and gave it your best. Great job, my man. And here he is, our unofficial winner for the 50 plus. Come over here, if you would. Grace us with your presence. So what was your strategy going into that second run, considering that you had the second best time, but you made a mistake on that first run?
Yeah, and I forgot, because of the tiredness, I forgot to hold the first obstacle. So on the second run, I just focused on having a clean run, because clean run is it's better and it's faster.
Ian Adamson put down a much faster time, so you had to be better than clean. Yeah, you had to be clean and fast, and you did that today. So congratulations. You're the champion of the first ever Ninja World Cup event. You know, so well done. All right. Now, if you remember, there was a equipment malfunction on this gentleman's last run. This athlete from Malaysia, the box fell off. It wasn't his fault. So now he's getting an opportunity to throw down his best time of the day. So, and he's doing that. The top time today was sub 40 seconds. He is right at 40 seconds now. Okay, this is going to be close. That medal round of the bronze and gold medal rounds are going to have athletes separated in time that are going to be just mere seconds. So there's athletes today that did sub 45 that aren't even going to make it to the medal round. That's how tight and how good the competition was today. So we're going to wait for those times and the results to come in officially, and then we will get back to you with those that will be competing in the medal round. Okay, we have now concluded racing for the moment on the Ninja course. And now we're going over now to the blue course adjacent to it, which is the UIPM 5th discipline test. Again, this is the proposed new 5th discipline for modern